Did you know that an unwounded oyster never produces a pearl? Hey, sister, I want to lean in and just give you some encouragement today that you are a pearl because the things that you have been through and your wounds have made something very special in your life. And it's something we can be grateful for. So, if we haven't met yet, I am Linette Rainville, and I've walked this journey with the Lord now for over 5 decades. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that he, when we partner with the Lord, can take our wounds and make them into something beautiful. Yes, pearls. So God gave me this acronym for pearls, and it came out of actually several difficult seasons in my life when I wondered, was I enough? Maybe you felt that way too. Maybe you felt hidden, unseen, overlooked, or just plain weary. Yeah. But what God had spoken to my heart in those seasons, it started to become a movement because I have such a heart to encourage women. And today I'm here to encourage you. So, you see, years ago, I started my ministry with just a little idea of trading in one bag of skinny jeans. And that ended up over years in a lot of my partnering with the Lord and a lot of yeses turned into a multifaceted outreach center that today serves over 40,000 families a year, mamas and kiddos with clothes and infant formula and food and all the things. So, but you know what? None of that would have happened if I didn't turn them into pearls. So I have a quick 5 point message for you so that you can remember that you too are a pearl. So pearls stand for positioned, okay? The E is equipping and encouraging. A is abilities. R is relationships. L is for leadership. And the S is for service. So let's dive into each of those. So P is positioned. Pearls, they don't happen overnight, as many of us know, right? We grow into them. They're formed in those hidden and hard places in our lives, especially when it feels uncomfortable. And I love this verse. Queen Esther is a champion in our community because we look to her example all the time. Esther 4:14, that perhaps you were born or you were positioned for such a time as this. And I know she didn't feel comfortable in that position, but God was using it for her good and for his glory and his ultimate plan. So the E is for equip and encourage. So when these pearls are strung together, connecting one another. One, they're just so beautiful, right? And we're each called to something, so our own pearl, but when strung together, they make a powerful statement. And my sisters, we are not meant to walk alone. In First Thessalonians 5:11, it encourages us to encourage one another and to build one another up. So you know what? You are equipped and you get to equip and lift up someone else. So now we're moving on to A. A is our abilities. So you know what? There's no doubt that God has placed some unique and beautiful abilities inside of you. And maybe you think it's just an insignificant little thing. Maybe you like to write notes or you give smiles away, like at grocery stores. Those are precious, those are important. It's not always a big stage. We each have a stage to walk on every single day in the places and spaces that we're in. So I just want to encourage you that whatever gift you do have, like First Peter 4:10 says, to use that gift. Whatever gift you've been given, use it to serve others. And my friend, your abilities are not an accident. They are actually an assignment. Now that leads us to R, which is relationships. Oh my goodness. Healthy relationships are like beautiful pearls and they are made over time. It takes that time It takes, that seed in the ground, that growing time, and then on harvest, right? So it takes that time and commitment, but they shine when they're fully realized, when it comes into that full maturity. So I want to encourage you that we don't need to isolate, especially right now, because two are better than one. If one falls, the other can help each other up. And Ecclesiastes says a threefold cord is not easily broken. Amen. So now we go into leadership, L. And many of us kind of you take leadership in one or two ways. Either you're a born leader, you're called to it, or you could feel a little squirmish when someone says, you can do this, you can lead this. And I just want to encourage you, you are leading all the time. Leadership is just influence. Leadership is loving. Leadership is not about titles, it's about serving. So pearls, just as they reflect light, they don't generate the light, but they reflect it in beautiful ways. So as leaders, we're called to reflect the light that Jesus has given us so that we can shine his light in our acts of love and service to others. And in leadership, we have been called to serve. For in Mark 10:45, Jesus said, for even the Son of Man didn't come to be served, but to serve. So, my sister, your leadership, the way you show up in the world, is influence, and it matters and it makes a difference. So that leads us right into service. So pearls are treasures, right? But they are meant not to just keep them all to ourselves. They're meant to give away, right? So when we serve, when we're really using our calling the way the Lord has intended for us to do, it does two things. Something comes alive on the inside of us when we're actually walking and talking and moving in our gifts, right? So I just want to encourage you with that when you partner with heaven, you make an eternal impact. So in closing, my sister, that's pearls, positioned, equipped with abilities, relationships, leadership, and service. And each one that is strung together makes something beautiful in your life and in the kingdom. And I just want to encourage you, if this message has stirred something inside of you and you'd love to dig deeper, you can grab my whole backstory at Amazon, on Amazon, Start Little, Dream Big. It is full of stories, practical encouragement, a blueprint, and practical steps to walk out your calling. And you know what? You don't have to walk alone. If you are searching for a community, we have something super special for you. We have a beautiful, life-giving sisterhood where women gather, grow, and go. I love this, gather, grow, and go to change our world around us, right? And together, we get to string pearls proudly, and we get to wear them for such a time as this, because you are enough. You are a pearl meant to shine in the world. So I love you and bless you, and I can't wait to connect with you on the other side. Blessings.